the authority given in the statutes of the Open University, I declare this congregation open for the conferment of degrees and the presentation of graduates. Distinguished guests, graduates and friends of the university, it is my privilege and pleasure to welcome you all to the 24th of the Open University's degree ceremonies being held in 2017. We are pleased to welcome our honorary graduates, Ms. Ruth Wishart and Mrs. Maria McNamara, and are delighted to be able to honour them today. During the past year, the Open University has awarded over 20,000 qualifications, ranging from certificates of higher education to Doctor of Philosophy. Throughout 2017, more than 8,000 graduates are being presented for their qualifications at degree ceremonies such as this one today in Edinburgh. These are being held in 12 different towns and cities throughout England and also in Belfast, Cardiff and Dublin. This illustrates the extraordinary scale, scope and reach of the Open University. It goes without saying that today is a very important occasion in the life of you, our graduates, your families and loved ones, as well as the university staff, who I feel you will have nurtured and supported you. You could be forgiven for thinking that the occasion is so important that it needs to be solemn. You'd be quite wrong. In every sense of the word, this is a day of celebration. So we will be very disappointed if anyone crosses this stage to anything less than thunderous applause or whatever other way you choose to express your enthusiasm and support. Not that we're at all competitive here in Scotland, but I was presiding at Manchester a couple of weeks ago, and they really knew how to raise the roof, so I think you've got to be able to beat that today. With that in mind, why don't all of today's graduates briefly stand, please? As the morning progresses. There is one more way that you can show your appreciation to your graduates. If you post messages or photos on social media, then use the hashtag OU_ceremonies and share your congratulations and celebrations with the world outside, as well as everyone here. Today's ceremony will begin with the awarding of the honorary degree of Doctor of the University to Ms. Ruth Wishart. Ms. Susan Stewart, Director of the Open University in Scotland, will present Ms. Wishart, who will sign the Honorary Graduates Book and make a reply. We will then see the presentation of those graduates who have gained higher degrees and have been able to attend here today. They will be presented by Mr. John Addy, Assistant Director, Planning and Resources, the Open University in Ireland. Next will be the awarding of the honorary degree of Doctor of the University to Mrs. Maria McNamara. Dr. Joyce Cavey, Senior Lecturer of the Faculty of Wellbeing, Education and Language Studies, will present Mrs. McNamara, who will also sign the graduate's book and make a reply. Then we will continue our presentation of those graduates who have gained a first degree and have been able to attend here today. They will be presented by Mrs. Shona Littlejohn, Deputy Director of Student Experience and Widening Access at the Open University in Scotland. I now call upon Ms. Stewart to present Ms. Wishart.
Presiding Officer, colleagues, graduates and guests, Ruth Wishart is a leading journalist, broadcaster and commentator in Scotland, whose particular interest in culture and the arts has greatly enriched our national public life. Ruth secured her first job typing up the television listings at the Scottish Daily Record. This was the beginning of her long and distinguished career in journalism. She's been a regular columnist for the Herald and the Scotsman and a contributor to The Guardian, covering current affairs, politics and social policy. She has been assistant editor at The Scotsman, The Sunday Mail and The Sunday Standard. As a broadcaster, Ruth has worked extensively for the BBC, presenting thoughtful explorations of contemporary politics and society on shows including BBC Radio Scotland's Eye to Eye and Values Added, and she's presented the Scottish editions of Women's Hour. She is a regular contributor to programmes such as the Westminster Hour and the Andrew Marr Show, and she's interviewed everyone from Eddie the Eagle to Margaret Thatcher with characteristic and inimitable curiosity. Ruth has contributed her sharp and reflective analysis to a number of crucial review bodies in Scotland on youth justice, public service reform and press regulation. She has a long-standing interest in culture and the arts and their central role in Scottish society. She has been a driving force behind artistic life in Glasgow, serving as Governor at the Glasgow School of Art, on the Council of the Royal Glasgow Institute for Fine Art, and as Chair of the Centre for Contemporary Arts, also in Glasgow. At a national level, she has served on the Scottish Advisory Committee of the British Council and as a trustee of the National Galleries of Scotland. Ruth is currently a board member of Creative Scotland, the public body to support the arts and creative industries in Scotland. She also chairs the Donald Dewars Awards, which support talented young artists throughout the country. A voracious reader herself, Ruth is a much-loved and regular chair at Scotland's many book festivals, from Ullapool to Edinburgh and Glasgow's own I Write. Her interests are wide-ranging, and she's been a passionate advocate for many causes. A wordsmith with an acute ear, one of Ruth's most memorable phrases, which has been shamelessly plagiarised by others, was when she described immigrants to Scotland as those who pay us the ultimate compliment of choosing Scotland as their home. It's always a particular pleasure to celebrate the achievements of our own graduates. Ruth studied for an Open University Humanities degree, graduating with a first in 2008. Many of our current students will recognise only too well the commitment, tenacity and determination needed to pursue her studies while continuing with her intense and varied work life. Civil liberties and human rights champion Dame Helena Kennedy has described Ruth as a great political journalist and a social commentator as well as a life force, and her contribution to public life has been memorialised in an artwork in tribute to women in Scotland, which you can find at the Scottish Parliament. Ruth is a true Renaissance woman and a role model for women in Scotland. She has made a lifelong and exceptional contribution to journalism, political and public debate and the arts in Scotland. We are delighted to honour her life and work today. Executive Dean, by the authority of the Senate, I present to you for the honorary degree of Doctor of the University, Ruth Wishart.
Well, that was all very embarrassing. And I signed a book to prove that I can still write. Executive Dean, graduates and guests, as Susan kindly said, I gained an Open University degree in Humanities at the end of 2008. It took me 6 years and rather a long personal journey, and this morning my Honorary Award has taken me a couple of hours. But that first encounter with the Open University means that I know from personal experience the huge effort and commitment that has gone into the work which has brought so many of you here this morning. And I also know how important are those second chances the Open University has given so many people over the years, since the Fife-born Jenny Lee persuaded her government to introduce the concept in the 1960s, which tells you incidentally that the 60s weren't all about sex, drugs and rock and roll after all. They were also about some inspired ideas to maximise educational opportunity. Now, I was 2 years into my OU degree when my husband of over 30 years unexpectedly died, and it's no exaggeration to say the thought of a day such as you're all enjoying which kept me going. And of course it kept me learning. The friend with whom I started studying used to call me up when Melvin Bragg's In Our Time came on Radio 4 and say, "At last we know what they're on about." So that study time, ladies and gentlemen, deepened existing friendships and of course brought all kinds of new ones. And as I'm a woman who went into journalism straight from school, the Open University gave me the opportunity in my 50s to study for the degree I'd missed in my 20s. Today, once again, I've got cause to celebrate my continued relationship with the Open University. I thank them very much for this special honour, and I give this morning's student body my congratulations and heartfelt wishes for a future as bright as their shiny new degrees. Thank you very much.
Executive Dean, I shall now present graduates who have gained higher degrees and have been able to attend here today. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, I present to you for a thesis entitled Learning Analytics for Academic Writing through Automatic Identification of Meta-Discourse. Daegu Bektik. And for a thesis entitled Phosphoregulation of Cancer-Causing Human Papillomavirus HPV-E6 oncoproteins, Xiaoxi Boom. I present to you for the degree of Master of Arts in Art History with distinction, Carolyn Kerr. Stephen Kerr. For the degree of Master of Arts in Classical Studies, I present Alexander Bremner. For the degree of Master of Arts in English, I present June Lawrenson. For the degree of Master of Arts in Online and Distance Education, I present Alex Harrison. John Kerr. Magdalena Boo. Michael Dorian. Ottilie Krug. Leslie McCann. Jochen Muller. Laura Reckenbeil. Jack Riley. For the degree of Master of Education, I present Karen Scott. Leslie Sloan. For the degree of Master of Science in Advancing Healthcare Practice with distinction, I present Stephen Young. For the degree of Master of Science in Advancing Healthcare Practice, I present Matthew Johnston. Nicola Lachlan. Christopher Scott. For the degree of Master of Science in Environmental Management, I present Katharina Muller. For the degree of Master of Science in Computing, I present Stavrina Constantinou. For the degree of Master of Science in Medicinal Chemistry, I present Sharon Brown. For the degree of Master of Science in Science and Society, I present Max Starkey. And for the degree of Master of Science in Technology Management, I present John Larkin.
Executive Dean, distinguished guests, graduates and friends of the University. Maria McNamara is a volunteer and humanitarian whose sensitive understanding of the needs of women and girls in Africa is helping to transform the health and welfare of communities across the continent. A 30-year career in financial services culminated in Maria being head of agency management at Royal London. Her volunteer work, however, has long been a significant part of her life. For example, Maria has been a children's respite carer for 20 years and has devoted her holidays to working with children in orphanages from Brazil to Thailand. Approaching her 40th birthday, Maria decided to devote herself to a long-term sustainable project which would make a real and lasting difference. On a trip to Ethiopia, she had witnessed firsthand the difficulties faced by women and children lacking in a basic necessity that we all take for granted: underwear. Without underwear, girls and women find it difficult to maintain personal hygiene. They're at risk of being shunned and excluded from the community, and young girls have to miss school when they're menstruating. Perceived as having no one to care for them, they are at increased risk of sexual assault and abuse. They often have to do necessary chores outside the village after dark, which further compromises their safety. In contrast, wearing underwear helps women and girls maintain their dignity and care for their health effectively. Underwear is perceived as a status symbol and renders them less vulnerable. It enables women and girls to attend school and church and play a full role in their community. Maria founded the charity Smalls for All to tackle this issue. Working with partners and other local organisations, Smalls for All collects underwear in the UK and distributes it to girls and women across Africa. Donated pants and bras are sent directly to schools and orphanages, as well as refugee camps and slums, thus reaching the women and girls who will benefit most. Women with medical conditions such as obstetric fistula are a particular focus. A social media campaign has drawn national and international attention to this important issue and has ensured that the charity has grown exponentially in just a few short years. To date, around 500,000 items have been collected, sorted and shipped from Maria's home in Livingston. Women as far afield as Zambia, Malawi, Kenya, Uganda and Sierra Leone have all been beneficiaries. Smalls for All is now expanding into other areas with a particular focus on children's education and welfare. To date, Smalls for All have funded the education of 377 children across Africa. 23-year-old Sarah Murthy was the first girl to be sponsored, and she's about to graduate from Nairobi University after studying for a bachelor's degree in finance and marketing. As a driving force behind Smalls for All, Maria now devotes all her time to being the chief executive of the charity. Her compassion and determination have been an inspiration to many people. The former Prime Minister, David Cameron, named her as a point of light in recognition of her extraordinary efforts as a volunteer and the positive changes she is creating. More recently, Maria was awarded an MBE for services to charity and women's health in Africa. At the Open University, we share Maria's commitment to sustainable and life-changing health and education programmes and are delighted to honour the direct and practical impact her work has made to the lives of some of the world's most vulnerable women. Executive Dean, by authority of the Senate, I present to you for the honorary degree of Doctor of the University, Maria McNamara.
Executive Dean, I shall now present graduates who have gained first degrees, foundation degrees and diplomas and have been able to attend here today. The full subject details are printed in the insert within the ceremony programme. I present for the degree of Bachelor of Arts with First Class Honours, Jason Andreas. Philip Dawkins. Dorothy Fairweather. Helen Frankish. Amy Fraser. Robert Hutchison. Andrew Jordan. William King. Christopher Milne. Barbara Ogston. Catherine Osborne. Timothy Palmer. Jill Stevenson. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours, I present Kenneth Berry. Laurie Bonnar. Lauren Bolton. Peter Ward. Wesley Boyle. Louisa Branch. Aaron Burton. Jennifer Bush. Rachel Cameron. James Campbell. Gemma Catchpole. Margaret Chalmers. Charity Chingandu. Brenda Clark. Richard Clark. Alan Collins. Charles Collinson. Mark Crichton. Melissa Crowler. Patricia Cumming. David Cunningham. Anne Dawson. Leanne Day. Massimo Di Magistris. Julie Douglas. Amanda Durkin. Tamsin Ellis. Isla Elphinstone. Carol Ennett. Lorna Finney. Thomas Fitzpatrick. Paul Foster. Mark Gaddis. Michael Gallagher. Alison Gamak. Christine Gibson. David Golightly. Ross Goodchild. Patricia Gray. Well done. Jean Hall. David Hart. Nicola Harvey. James Henry. Jennifer Hogg. Dawood Islam. Lauren Jardine. Mafalda Johnson. Janet Jones. Frank Kelly. Pamela King. Ellen Leask. Peter Livesey. Gail McInnes. Nicola Mackay. Rachel Mackenzie. Iris McLachlan. Fiona MacLeod. Innes MacLeod. Frankie McPherson. Michelle Marsden. Pauline Massey. Craig Morn. Gillian MacDonald. Erin McIlveride. David McIntyre. Jade McKendry. Nazreen Mickle. Claire Moffat. Robin Morley. Laurie Morris. Susan Murphy. Claire Nicholas. Gaynor O'Neill. Brenda Pasquire. Ailish Patterson. Andy Perrott. Laura Plain. Price Wood. Andrew Reddy. Denise Rollo. Nathan Roper. Fraser Ross. Mariola Santos. Wilhelm Sauer. Alexandra Shipston Sharman. Fiona Shortis. Beth Shuttleworth. Pauline Simpson. Karen Smith. Gordon Smith. Isabel Smith. Stephanie Somerville. Martin Speller. Alison Spears. Alan Strang. Rachel Strang. Agnieszka Zunarska. Rebecca Tate. David Thomas. Gagana Tsvetkova-Gio. Gaynor Ward. Emma Wardlaw, sorry. Nicholas Wharton. Joanne Williams. Suzanne Walter. Scott Sonfrillo. Marilena De Luca. Amene Hillier. Doreen Hunter. Credwyn Jones. Lynn Livingston. Jeanette Matushak. Frances McBride. Belinda Mitchell. Cheryl Robinson. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Social Work with Honours, I present John Burns. Tracy Carruthers. Valerie Connell. Alison Hunter. Helen Robertson. Margaret Robertson. Alison Suska MacDonald. Heather Valentine. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering with First Class Honours, I present Lewis Henderson. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering with Honours, I present Ewan Bray. Joshua Bryan. Thomas McBean. Paul Mitchell. Sean Monaghan. Philippe Regal. John Rutley. James Traynor. For the degree of Bachelor of Laws with First Class Honours, I present Paul Bernard. Jamie Forsyth. Corietta McCreary. For the Bachelor of Laws with Honours, I present Sarah Ashcroft. Ian Callow. Tanya Dixon. Darren Edge. Sarah Granger. Scott McCall. For the degree of Bachelor of Science with First Class Honours, I present Tim Davis. Catherine Dick. Margaret Egling. Elisabetta Garofalo. Judith Hamilton. Carla Hay. David Hurd. Jacqueline Hogan. Rachel Hume. Emma Hunter. Caroline Lauder. Katie Lissamore. Wang Pok Lo. Margaret McKinnon. Jennifer Malik. Michael Marshall. Gillian Maycock. Darren McGlinchey. Corinne McGregor. Jelena Raynor. Ali Salek. Imogen Scott. Faye Tester. Gareth Bourne. Lynn Wong. Nazia Alam. Lisa Alcock. Lisa Anderson. Russell Anderson. Holly Aston. Duncan Baker Wilson. Mike Banks. Claire Beaumont. Nicola Bedford. Margaret Mary Boyle. Inga Brown. Marianne Brown. Matthew Brown. Anne-Marie Buchanan. Anne Cairns. Brian Carter. Catherine Clegg. Linda Collins. Alistair Crichton. Norma Cullingford. Laura Cumming. Jennifer Dietrich. Cecilia Drakenberg. Zdenka Duncan. Madeline Edge. Olga Elder. Fiona Fairbrother. Glenn Forbes. Kevin George. Amanda Hennigan. Jane Hind. James Hitchmo. Nicola Hudson. Jeannie Hind. Zoe Keegan. Linda Kelly. Kate Kennington. Claire Kenyon. Caroline King. Craig Lawson. Teresa Luckhurst. Wilson. Barry McGee. Helen McCarthy. Amy McGrath. Barbara McGrotty. Ryan Maguire. Kevin McCarg. Nicola McKee. Margaret McLenaghan. Scott McNabb. Catherine Metcalf. Akil Mohammed. Alexander Mulholland. Christine Murray. Emma Murray. Magojata Musur. Victoria Nemeth. Gavin Nichol. Yvette Noble. David O'Hare. Jess Owen. Isabel Payton. Daniel Patton. Lisa Petrie. Emily Plumley. Stephen Rafferty. Sharon Reed. Sharon Reynolds. Tanya Richmond. Amanda Robbie. Alan Rooney. Alston. Eleanor Salmon. Rona Scobie. Emma Scullion. David Senior. Ivona Smith. Jacqueline Suter. Michelle Stevenson. Megan Story. Olive Sutherland. Rachel Taylor. Sean Tull. Sandra Toyne. Mark Trimmings. Nicholas Waller. Leanne Wilkinson. Siobhan Woodrow. For the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours and Bachelor of Arts with Honours, I present Sheila Cameron. For the degree of Bachelor of Science, I present Lynn Campbell. Roberta Campbell. Patricia Christie. Calvin Forsyth. Wakas Hanif. Jane Hazlitt. Stephen Hinley. Suzanne Holden. Jacqueline Keith. John Manning. Trevor Tansley. Andrew Taylor. William Thompson. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Adult Nursing with Honours, I present Catherine Foster. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Mental Health Nursing with Honours, I present Kirsty Moore. For a foundation degree, I present Yusuf Ahmed. Hannah McGrowther. Grant Robertson. For the Diploma of Higher Education, I present Lawrence Campbell. Adrian Dawson. Carol Evans. Robertina Forbes. Andrew Kirk. Alice Murray. And Nikki Smith-Briley.
Wow, let's just give all those amazing graduates another round of applause. think we've done better than Manchester, but please don't tell them, otherwise they might not have me back. So it's a huge privilege for me to share this very special occasion with you, and absolutely the best part of my job. It's particularly pleasurable for me to preside at a ceremony in such a great city and such a beautiful country. I've seen so many fabulous smiles today and enough positive energy to lift this roof off. You've done Scotland proud, you've done yourselves proud, and you've done the OU proud. And talking of pride, from this day forward, you join a very exclusive alumni club, more than 500,000 OU graduates across the globe. They, like you, studied part-time while they held down a job, or brought up a family, or cared for dependent relatives, or possibly all of these. Part-time, it sounds more like double time to me. You richly deserve your awards, so clutch them with pride. You are graduating from a university at the forefront of innovation, from our part in the Rosetta spacecraft comet landing to the award-winning TV programs we produce each year, attracting over 200 million viewers. You are a part of this now, and together we are creating an amazing heritage. There are a host of people who have contributed to your achievement today. The advisor who handled your first enquiry, the academics who designed and wrote your course materials, student services staff who supported you when it felt like you couldn't go on, and of course, our amazing associate lecturers who guided you through the whole journey, culminating in you crossing this stage today. So let's take a moment to say thank you to the Open University staff who made all this possible. There's only one thing harder than being an OU student, and that's living with one. And we mustn't underestimate the incredible support you've had from family and friends to enable you to keep going with your studies. So graduates, have a look around you. See if you can spot your loved ones in the audience, and let's give them a tumultuous round of applause. When you leave today, you become an ambassador for the Open University and all that we stand for. Please stay in touch. We're interested to know how the unique qualities of an OU graduate helps you in your careers, in your life ambitions, and in your personal development. The more we know, the more we are able to convince those who feel nervous or unsure about embarking on part-time distance learning themselves. You are a personification of the motto on our crest: learn and live. I hope you will feel able to give something back to a world filled with so many who are less fortunate. Make the most of this opportunity. Be an OU graduate who helps to realize opportunities for others. If we want a better world, redistributing opportunity is as important as redistributing wealth. You may feel that the strain of studying for your degree has added a few grey hairs, but we only grow old when we lose sight of our ideals. As Samuel Ullman said, years may wrinkle the skin, but to give up enthusiasm wrinkles the soul. The spirit of youth pervades this institution, and it is a gift that you take away with you. I hope you stay forever young in your souls, generous in your hearts, and ambitious in your life goals. Would all of today's graduates please stand? And may I ask all of the assembled guests here today to once again express their warmest congratulations. This is your last chance now. proceedings of this degree ceremony have been completed, and I now declare this meeting of congregation closed. The piper will provide us with a musical farewell, and at the end of which I would ask all of you who are able to stand to please do so.
you.